Bred by Himmel and Arda Stud, Evie's first, as his name describes, is the first foal of the mare Evie's Rock. He's by JPEG. Now, almost 7 years down the line, he's a 6-time winner from his 37 career starts. A super honest form, money just can't buy. He races for the Juan yard, and his entire racing career has done so. And Juan, he joined your yard shortly after you took out your license here in the Eastern Cape in 2019, and he's been with you ever since, and it was a stroke of good fortune.
Yeah, a stroke of good fortune. Unfortunately, when things started going a little bit wrong by vet, they were having some staff issues. They had to consolidate a little bit, and I was fortunate enough that they recommended he comes to me, and came with some clients, nice bunch of guys, the late Graham Cox, Pete Lunn, there's a couple of them, Tommy Rodders, and they stuck by him. He was a little bit backwards at the time, but he's come good and he's done well for them.
That brings me on to my next question, actually, or statement rather. Evie's first start was a rather humble affair, and he may actually have been leaving the course as the horses entered for the next race, but he's gone from strength to strength.
Yeah, Nadine, I was absolutely livid. I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. I told him I think he'll have a chance. It was supposed to be 1,000 metres on the turf. They moved it to poly. He jumped out, and the further they went, the further backwards he went, and duly finished the distance last. I was, as I said, I was embarrassed and perplexed, and I couldn't work it out. And that run actually set him back a couple of months. Yeah. Took him a little while to find his feet. He started coming around, and once you got the win out the way, Nadine, he just became a very consistent horse. Ran a lot of places. I think he's only ever been unplaced once over the 1200 down the straight, and he never gives a bad account.
Now that also, he's 6, and actually tomorrow officially will be 7. And one thing I can say is he's actually gone from strength to strength throughout his career. His merit rating did slip at one stage, just a few points, but his last run was a win, and it brought him to his highest ever achieved merit rating of 102. And Juan, I've got to give you credit for that, for keeping him on an upward curve as moving now to a 7-year-old.
Yeah, as I said, he was backwards, so he was always only going to get really into his own when he was a late 4-year-old, 5-year-old. He did have a setback. That's why his merit rating dropped a bit as well. He was absent from the racetrack for quite a while, but he's come back good. It was just a little bone in his back leg that had a hairline fracture, one of the sesamoids, but we gave him the time off. Guys were patient, and they've been rewarded.
They certainly have. Now, you've heard the special story behind Evie's first, and we know him as the racehorse. You look at that form and you just see honest, capable, dependable, reliable. What is he like as Evie the stable horse?
Nadine, he's actually quite shy, a little bit apprehensive. If you come into his box straight away, he'll go stand in the back in the corner. But if you stand still and you wait a bit, then he'll go, okay, it's okay, and he'll come forward now. Loves his carrots. Bit of a carrot machine, but we love him. He's part of the furniture, Juan Racing, and
as you can see, he's got to have his word. And as you're saying,
he's the flag bearer for the yard at the moment.
He certainly is, and I think you can actually say this is the encapsulated tale of the cautionary proverb: never look a gift horse in the mouth.